know that fighting with your knee in its condition is borderline deranged. You'd better be serious about this.
It was a request from Tokugawa. And besides, in my business, I've never been able to use my full strength once. I have to know how I am as a fighter.
To the middle! The only rule is, there are no rules.
Today, I'm here to fight for real. I'm going to show you how athletic pro wrestling can be. You should be prepared to experience agony and misfortune for the rest of the evening. Tonight's the night you lose.
So, the match begins with Toba knocking the champion Baki down. A huge surprise from the huge celebrity.
You better do something soon.
I can't believe this. He's thrown him clear across the floor. Not only has the mountain of muscle proven he's a real fighter, but it looks like he's close to putting the undefeated champion away for good.
This fight's getting ugly quick. Talk about brutal.
If you haven't got the stomach, you should go home now.
Do you know what it means? Do you know that I'm cursed, that I can't afford to lose a fight outside the ring? That there's too much at stake?
I don't understand.
Of course not. You couldn't. Because you're not a pro wrestler.
But I am a fighter. He can't take it.
Not from the giant devil.
Wait, who? What are you talking about?
Many years before he joined the circus, he was wrestling in leagues where the fighting wasn't fake. Even still, it was a lot more controlled than something like this, but at least you could call it legitimate competition. He earned the nickname Giant Devil and was known as the most feared Asian in all of America. He tried to dispel some of the less attractive stereotypes that are often placed on Japanese fighters, and did a pretty good job of it too. The fastest and most effective way to improve perception is to provide effective results. Toba won countless fights.
The Giant Devil.
That kind of great power and size has a natural charisma. The kind American show wrestling organizations could never resist. It wasn't long before he became one of the main attractions, but he never let his celebrity affect his humility and kindness. As he moved from fighter to entertainer, those qualities remained. Because of the teachings of his accomplished master, I would assume.
Of course. He was a very honorable man.
But tonight we may see proof that human beings can't live a life under the rules of our teachers forever. Especially people like us.
It appears the massive Toba not only owns a big head start and a huge weight advantage, but he has the champ cornered.
My only chance is to get to his face. I can only win if I can give him a concussion or knock him out.
Good. He got on the inside. A direct hit to the face.
Baki's so tough.
Well, they don't call him the champion for nothing. Still.
With all my weight. Now!
He's done it! Another amazing victory!
Behind you, Baki.
What the?
That big guy just did a jumping back kick.
Just as I thought. Even show wrestling has prepared his body for a completely different level of endurance than other fighters.
Come on now, think. Something's gotta work on him.
What? The master's been stabbed in the back?
It was a mobster.
To fully understand the misfortune, one must separate his persona from his personality. While he was an enigmatic athlete and performer, he worked by a script. At heart, he was not a fighter, but a lover.
Please let my words reach you, Sensei. I promise to be the greatest wrestler I can be. To bring joy to the hearts of fans for as long as I live. I also swear to acquit myself as a fighter. To uphold the reputation of all wrestlers outside the ring. To honor you, Sensei. I promise to become stronger in both body and spirit. To never surrender and never lose. To uphold the honor of your profession.
Baki, get on your feet!
Toba's lost his mind.
It's a sleeper hold!
I told you, I didn't come here to play games. I've sworn to uphold the integrity of wrestlers everywhere. Can't you hear?
Maybe this time he just wasn't ready.
Remember the rules, Toba. There aren't any.
That lunatic bit his tongue and used the blood to blind Toba's sight.
I've been hit in the face like that for 30 years. It's amazing I have any teeth left in my mouth. The strategy of beating me with strikes alone has been tested. It will only lead you to a loss.
Sensei, look at this. Baki switched his focal point from the upper body to the lower.
If you want to chop down a tree, starting from the top is useless. You have to begin with the bottom. This is all basic theory. Baki should know this stuff by now.
What is this? Spitting blood, fighting, now kicking in the knee? Some champion. A champion of dirty fighting! I'm getting pulled in.
You shouldn't let yourself get so close, Toba.
Down! Toba has fallen!
Now then, that's more like it.
He gave me a concussion. I can't see straight.
That's the same hold he put on Shinogi.
It's a body-to-body suplex. He's got Toba off the ground.
No! Baki just made a big mistake.
Why, thanks, kiddo. That suplex really seems to have woken me up a little bit. Just reminded me that this is no different than what I've done every day for 30 years.
Toba's gone back to his basic fighting stance. Now he's gonna give it everything he's got.
He's not giving it everything he's got already?
He isn't going to fall. You can tell by the look on his face after every strike. He's steel that won't bend.
Sensei, I remember the day I told you I wanted to wrestle like you, so I could make people happy. It was then that you hit me with no warning. You told me that I was right, that wrestling is built on the fans' happiness, that even with inferior fighting abilities, a skilled entertainer could go far. But then, you explained that wrestling wasn't just a circus, that there was a lot more to be taken seriously than people realized. You were determined to show that you were a real fighter, right up until the day you died trying to prove it. Now it's my responsibility, as your student, to add authenticity and honor to your name. I do this for your legacy, and nothing can keep me from that vow. Here I am, on the most prestigious stage for the best fighters in the world. There has never been a better chance for me to prove your worth. It's my golden opportunity. I'm letting it slide right through my fingers. But I won't, Master. The end of my career fast approaching. I may never again be able to fulfill my promise as well as I could at this moment. This moment, the moment of truth. It's slipping away. The time is now.
Well, looks like Baki's got this one wrapped up. And to think, I almost believed what you said. Yeah! Wait! What's he doing to Baki?
He's killed Baki!
Baki, Hanma. You are without a doubt a very honorable opponent. I'll always remember you as one of the greatest champions I've ever had the pleasure of going to battle with.
It has come to an end.
He was just too big for him.
Mr. Tokugawa, thank you for the opportunity to fight here today. Your champion was very skillful. No way. He's still fighting. My whole life, I've never seen anything like it. A man with more strength of mind after taking that kind of beating.
Perhaps I wasn't right after all. I've greatly miscalculated Baki's most important attribute, Kato. The fact that he has the courage of 1,000 men raging deep inside of him.
Where are you going? I thought we were in the middle of a good fight here.
The title holder is back on his feet again and proves, as he does time and time again, that the spirit of a fighter is what makes him a champion.
I've given my best and he has risen. I've got nothing left to do that I haven't already. I've never seen such a resilient person since before I got into this business. When a man showed me the meaning of the word strength and courage and most of all determination. When I was inspired to make it my passion. I have such overwhelming admiration for him. Feeling I haven't felt in a long time. Unbelievable. I finally found someone that rivals you as a person, Sensei.
Toba, the fans are waiting for your next move.
Well, let's not disappoint!
No!
Oh, this fight is so amazing.
Having Toba continue any longer is not a good idea.
What's your problem? These guys have only just begun to fight.
And I recommend that you end it now. Toba is literally on his last leg.
Are you positive?
I saw him jump with Baki in his arms. If he tries that again, his knee will fracture.
One more time should do it.
He flipped him.
A reversal! In mid-air!
You okay? Toba, don't. Your knee.
Why did they stop fighting?
The life of a big wrestler is short-lived. The pressure a giant like that can put on his legs and knees is far too great for a body to withstand. The real miracle is that he's been able to do it for 30 years. That's almost unheard of for a man of his size. He's had a brilliant career, but they all have to come to an end eventually.
Just take one little step forward. It's the most basic thing a fighter can do. Just one step forward. Come on, Mr. Toba, one step at a time. You can do it. Just step forward and attack me. Mr. Toba, you're one of the best fighters I've ever had the honor to face.
The match ends with the champion Baki defending his crown against the Giant. Both fighters fought with a lot of heart tonight.
That was kind of cruel, huh, Sensei?
Baki went for the knee, as a courtesy to his respectable opponent. That's the way sportsmanship's supposed to be.
You're a terrific grappler.
You're the one who should be proud of how you fought tonight. You've proven here that you're a real fighter. No one will ever think of you as just a show fighter again.
You're even a better person than you are a fighter, Baki. And thank you for giving me the satisfaction of an honorable loss.
You've pushed yourself too hard. Is this...
Yeah! Yeah!
You know, that Baki is an even better kid than you might think. Did you know he has a comprehensive knowledge of the science of the human body? Kind of coincidental that he broke your leg by hitting it in just the right spot, where it will grow back stronger than before, wouldn't you agree?
Some coincidence.
Only a soft fool would go so easy on people out of the kindness of their hearts.
Next episode, the unexpected return of an arch nemesis. The champion in turmoil. A challenge from an unlikely foe. The lines are forming for a shot at Ichiro. Are there enough men in the circuit to generate a reasonable challenge? Is the king even strong enough to defend his name against his lofty challenger, the Tiger Slayer?